Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Off the Cuff with Cliff. And you want to know something? You know what we're going to talk about today? Who cares? Max, introduce yourself, Max.
Hi, my name is Max.
And Eugene.
And I'm Eugene.
And I'm Cliff, in case you haven't seen us before. Both Max and Eugene have been on other shows. But you know what? Today we're going to talk about people just don't care, right? You go out and you try something. Think about it, Max, right? How many times you tried something, you went in front of a networking event, and you think all these people are going to like your YouTube video, become your Facebook friend. Do they ever do that?
Nope.
They don't. What about you, Eugene?
I care. I did.
You did. Okay, so here, I'm going to sell it. Let's talk about something. Can we go off the cuff for a second?
Absolutely.
Okay, so off the cuff. As you know, we have a YouTube channel. And every time I go to a networking event that we go to, what do I always tell people? Please subscribe, right? Do you remember that, Max?
I do remember, right? Yeah.
And then, Max, I'm going to call you out on this, Max, because you told me one time you subscribed, and you want to know something? You didn't know that I know who subscribes, and you didn't subscribe to my channel.
See, that's because I tricked you. I subscribed with a different account.
And what about you? Smooth. That is smooth. That is smooth. But my point is, sometimes you're with people, and you think people are going to support you, help you, and all that other stuff. Yeah. And the reality is, nobody really cares. Right? We don't even really care. So just so everybody understands, Eugene, Max, and I have been working on some projects now for about how long?
Year and a half, 2 years?
Year and a half. And you got to watch to the end to find out what we're about to launch. But we've been doing this, and we challenge each other. Am I right, Eugene?
Absolutely. So, every time.
Eugene is the guy that wants to complicate everything. So we're going to make it real simple. He complicates everything. So no matter what we put out there, he complicates it. I got to bounce it off Max to translate it to him, not because of a language barrier, but because, why, Max? Why does he listen to you?
Because I understand what he's thinking, even though sometimes he doesn't.
Is that true?
No comment on this one.
No comment on this one. Hey, let's go off the cuff again. Can we go off the cuff again?
Sure.
So, do you like pumpkin, Max?
Flavor, no. Pumpkins, yes.
Pumpkin itself, yes. How about you, Eugene?
I like flavor. Pumpkins, no.
Pumpkins, no. Okay, well, you know what? This is pumpkin season, right? Everything is pumpkin. Do you know what I saw the other day in the supermarket?
Pumpkins.
Yeah, I did see pumpkins. Yeah, I did see pumpkins. I saw a pumpkin Oreo. Have you ever seen a pumpkin Oreo? No. So I thought I was crazy seeing the pumpkin Oreo. Then my wife and I went shopping at an Italian deli, or actually an Italian market. And do you know what we saw? My mother would roll over in her grave if she saw
pumpkin
this.
Pizza?
Pumpkin pasta.
Not pumpkin pizza. Pumpkin pasta I've seen before. A pumpkin ravioli. Who would ever make a ravioli and put pumpkin in it? That's crazy.
Crazy Italian.
A crazy Italian. But you know the thing that set me apart from everything? So Oreo cookies, if we go back to it. No, I didn't try it. It did sound interesting. I didn't try it. Going down at supermarkets, right? So you've got, do you know how many, let's backtrack. Do you know how many different types of Oreo cookies there are?
Oh, dozens.
What do you think?
A couple of dozens.
I got a challenge, okay? So I want you to watch the rest of the video, because right now we're just off the cuff, but we're going to come back to what we started talking about. So it used to be 82, and I was doing a show 3 days ago, and the person I was sitting down with talking to, Sheba, who's my co-host, she challenged me and said she couldn't believe that there were 82. So we did a Wikipedia lookup. Do you know how many there actually are now?
How many?
85. There's 85 different kinds of Oreo cookies. Now, when I was a kid, I'm going to show my age. You had a cookie, you dipped it in chocolate, you ate it, that was the end of it. Now you've got all these flavors, you got all these colors, you got all these mixes, and we went on and on. But let's get back on subject. So the reason we're having this today is nobody really cares what you do or what you say or how they're going to help you. But the only way that you can get to do that consistency is to get together. And how long have we been getting together now?
Oh, boy. A while. Okay,
so Eugene didn't pay attention to Max, but Max gave the right answer earlier. And what was the right answer, Max?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
That's a year and a half on the project. We've started before that.
All right, so he's going to correct me because he's always got to complicate things, right? So, yes, we have been getting along, getting together a lot longer than that. But for this particular project, we've been doing it for how long, Max?
Year and a half.
How long, Eugene?
A year and a half.
Year and a half. We're all on the same page, a year and a half. And we're about to launch this thing very, very shortly. So the message here is we get together every week. Every week? Do you agree every week?
Well, sometimes
he shows up, sometimes he doesn't. Yeah, and sometimes more often. But the point is, we get together in this project we've been working on for a long period of time, and it's a technical project. And can we go off the cuff again?
Always.
Since you're the technical expert, what do you think what we're about to launch? What do you think that's going to do? What do you think that's going to change?
I think it's going to revolutionize how people communicate with each other and reach out to new people as well as old friends.
And that was one of our intentions?
Yes.
Was that one of our intentions?
Initially,
But what happened over time, Eugene?
we grew out of our own
we,
shoes.
we grew out of that. That's not really what our project's going to be. And again, you have to watch to the end to see that project. It's only going to be a few more minutes. But Max, tell us how some of the stuff evolved on what we talked about.
Well, a lot of the stuff changed simply because as we were coming up with new problems to fix them, we came up with new solutions.
New solutions, right?
And since then, listen, markets change. We meet new people. People give us new ideas of what they would like to see from it. So we implement those. We created a product to help people.
Right.
People gave us ideas of what they needed help with, and we added those ideas.
And Eugene, why was that frustrating to you?
Because every time, because when you said we're working, I feel like we have uneven distribution of technical application of work.
Okay, so forget about that. We're going to go off the cuff with that on another episode. But go ahead. Why was it frustrating to you?
Was it?
I don't know. It seemed like that. What do you think?
I think he was okay with it.
Think it was okay? Because
Eventually,
I've done everything you asked.
Eventually, okay, but it was like pulling teeth. I finally got it, and again, you're going to have to wait till the end to find out what this we're about to launch. But it took me, how long have we been doing this? 18 months?
a year and a half, yeah, 18.
Yeah, it took me 17 months to put this homepage button in the upper right-hand corner. Is that right?
But it's there now.
It's there now. The point is it's there now, but it took me 17 months to get them to put something there. And do you think that homepage in the upper right-hand corner is going to benefit the people that use our product? That they're going to find out in a few minutes?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. When we started off the project, we started off with one intent. What was that? Communication. So we started off with a concept that was all about communication. You're going to find out what that product is that we're about to launch very, very shortly. But we started off with a communication project. And we are networkers. Do you agree with me? We go to a lot of different networking events. We connect with a lot of people. And I'm a business coach and a power connector. And as a power connector, I like to connect people. So we wanted to come up with something that was unique. Is this unique?
Oh boy, it is unique.
Oh boy, it is unique. And what types of, if we took other applications that people would use, business people in business or personal, what types of other applications have we combined into this one?
We brought in everything. We brought in stuff from, LinkedIn,
Got it.
Teams.
Yep.
We took some inspiration from Snapchat even.
I like the word inspiration.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
And we made it better.
We made it better.
We made it better, right? Because new products, when they come out, either it's something unique that you want people to try, or you take somebody else's idea. And my motto, steal shamelessly. Take the best components of all of these things and combine them into one. Is that what we tried to do?
That's our goal.
And what were some of the challenges we had as we were doing that for the last how long?
Year and a half.
Year and a half. How long?
To edit 18 months.
18 months, okay.
To add that button.
To add that button. We finally got that button, so we're that much closer to doing it. And one of the things that we wanted to be clear about as we were doing this is people's involvement or use of it can be different, right?
Correct.
So you can do it too, and I'm going to share one of the little components. You're going to find out what it is in a few minutes, but you can share it with one person, or you can share it to
many people,
groups of people. And what was one of the key features that we had learned that when you share something going back to, and all right, so you used a different name when you said, yes, you subscribed to my YouTube channel, but that was important. Why? Because to me, it was, you didn't fulfill what you told me you were going to do, right?
I guess
Even though you did, but I was unaware of that. So what did we do to what we're about to talk about? What did we do so I knew that you looked at what I sent you?
Oh, we created the stats on was open viewed, and you finished the video.
Correct. So he just gave away one of the components that I was trying to hold on to, but that's okay. That's Eugene. He's always going to throw something in the mix, okay? So we're talking about video. And what he's talking about are stats. So when you get to see what our product is, at the end, when I send something to anybody, right, and I can pick and choose anybody. One of the things we didn't talk about was this was done on what type of platform?
A browser.
It was a browser for now, and it's eventually going to be an app. But what is it that we're sending? How are we connecting to people? What are we using?
We are using. Well, how much do you want to give away?
Good question. Okay,
we
so
use
I'm looking
Samsung.
for.
Oh, okay. Then correct.
That's
Yes, our main source is texting right now for our distribution.
Our distribution is texting. It's going to change eventually to an app, right? So when somebody texts it, we're going to go back to what Eugene said. when I send you something on what you're about to find out, when I send you something, I can tell when somebody opens it up, so I know you received it, right? So now I'm getting a receipt. And this is different than everything else, right, Max? Because I can hide an email address. I don't have to tell you that. I can hide so you don't get a text receipt. But I have to get a receipt for everything here, right?
Yes.
So people can't say, "Oh, I didn't get it," can they?
Nope.
Okay, then
Not unless they lied about their phone number.
lied about their phone number, right? Or they use a different phone number to look at. No, I guess you have to look at that phone number because it's tied in, right? Okay, so Max can't trick me next time I ask him to subscribe to something. So Eugene, so now they take a look at it, and all right, we gave away one of the components. It's about video. What happens when they do the video?
They can watch the video or ignore it, and we will know.
They can watch it or ignore it, and we will know, right? And so as we were making this product that we're about to tell you about at the end of this, one of the things that we learned with sharing with business people, right? So we have an incubator group that we use. What was something that we learned when they actually opened it up?
Well, a lot of things. Which one do you want to hear about?
I want to hear about. They watched the whole thing.
What?
They watched the whole thing.
Oh, whether the way we. Well, I was leading to it.
Okay.
We know whether you clicked on the video and whether you watched the entire video or not.
Watch the entire. Again, we know one of the components is video now, but it was very, very important to know if they watched it to the end. And why did we want to make sure they watched it to the end?
Well, because otherwise they're missing out pieces of the message.
Sure.
And probably more important of them all.
Right. Because when somebody asks somebody to do something, I think professionally we call it a call to action.
Mm-hmm.
When do you usually tell somebody to do something?
Usually right at the end.
At the end. So if they didn't watch the whole thing and I said, "Hey, Eugene, blah, 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 tell Max, blah, 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 call me." If he opened it up, we know he opened it up. But what we didn't know is
whether he knows to call you.
Whether he knows to call me. So, trying to change somebody's behavior and educate them and say, do your call to action first. There's a risk with that too, isn't there, Max?
Yes.
And what's that risk?
The risk is they still might not do it.
Well, not only will they
the
might
reasoning is missed because it's at the end.
Right. So they said, okay, call me. So they're going to call you, but they didn't watch the whole message. So they don't even know why they're calling you. So the point is we wanted to have a receipt at the end that we knew that somebody watched the entire thing. So a couple of things. One, they can't tell you they didn't get it, right, Max? So you can't tell me that anymore. We know we opened it up, so we know they opened it up. But more importantly than that, we know you watched the entire thing. So, enough teasing right now. Are we ready to unveil what we're about to launch?
Always. It's been 18 months.
How long?
18.
How long?
Year and a half.
We're all in agreement we were doing this for 18 months, but it took me 17 months to get what I thought was a key component because I'm the least technical here. And what did I get after 17 months?
You got a button.
I got a button. Because when you see the product, when it actually comes out, and it'll be out in the next, whatever, it should be out by early 2025. We're shooting for 2025. You don't want to miss this because this is going to give you, it's a new
toolbox.
It's a revolution. It's a toolbox. I like that name. It's a toolbox. You'll be able to do a lot of things with that. And you know what? When it's somebody's birthday, what can you do now with somebody's birthday?
Well, give him the subscription gift.
Give him a subscription gift. See, he's always thinking about money, this guy, right? He loves to spend money and get money.
It's a gift.
But more importantly than that, if it's somebody's birthday, what am I able to do?
You can send a one-off message.
A one-off message. So the difference between most videos or a text is what? What is the biggest thing that we were trying to do and make sure we had in this product?
We wanted to make sure it was, first of all, personalized.
Personalized.
And you knew who things were coming from and to.
Okay, and what other thing?
And add the emotion to the text.
Add emotion, right? So it wasn't, oh, happy birthday, Eugene. No, it was, happy birthday, Eugene. I have a great day. So you can have some sort of more personal connection, right? We wanted to add emotion to it. So that was one of the things that we were able to do. So you can do those personal messages. From a marketing standpoint, though, because you're really into marketing with what you do with your business, which we're not going to tell people to do because it's not the purpose, because we want them to watch us just a few more seconds to find out what we're launching. But from a business perspective, what can you do with it?
Well, you can actually send out to people you met your business card and info.
Whoa, right there. So what do they do with the business card when they get it?
Well, they can, first of all, view it. They can save it to their things, and then they can reach out to me and make a scheduled meeting.
Wow. And you're the guy that always wants to create the group, right?
Yeah,
so
you call it cult.
I call it cult. Like, I was trying to be nice to you this time. Okay, the cult. So, but when I send it out to a cult, what can I do? What can I do with that message? What can I send that entire group?
You can introduce two people to each other.
Correct.
And mentioning why you believe It's a good connection.
Okay, and what else?
You can sell in bulk. You can segment your groups into the tagged
Oh,
groups.
so I can take all of my contacts and break them into groups to send them out. Is that right, Max?
Correct.
We
yeah.
finally got that done. But more importantly, after 18 months or 17 months, what do we have?
We have a button.
We have a
Or
button.
button.
Okay, so you're going to see that button. You're going to see that button when you launch it. The other thing that I was alluding to, but I gave Eugene the chance to talk about it, is you can advertise. So if you're a business and you have a new product that comes out, you can send it to all the people that you have in your contact list. And I'm not really sure what that number is going to be. You're going to have to wait until we launch it. But you can send it out and you can see who actually watched whatever advertisement you made. And can you make an advertisement instantly?
Yeah, you just pull it up and record right on the spot.
Or if you had it done professionally, as long as it's formatted a certain way, you can.
Correct. If it's not
can
too
upload-
long, yeah.
Wow, you can send it out. So now there's a way for businesses to advertise. So this tool that we're about to talk about, and I'm going to have Eugene give you the name, and I'm going to have Max give you the teaser at the end. But we're going to launch this in early 2025. And once it launches, we're going to repost this. And we're going to tie it to the end of this. But we are so excited that this is coming out because we've been working on that for
18 months.
And we got the button.
We have a button in
17 months. So Eugene, what do we call this product?
We call it PitchShareConnect.
I'm sorry, what's it called?
It's called PitchShareConnect.
PitchShareConnect. And how did we come up with that name? Why is that name important?
Well, that was important for us because that was what we wanted the flow to be for a person. We pitch it to someone,
Okay.
they share it, and then we connect.
Connect. Okay. And Eugene alluded to something earlier. The beauty of this is I can introduce somebody. When I introduce them, a lot of times in business, I, as a business coach, teach people all about networking, is they never really connect, right? But when we go back to the receipts, what can we tell, Eugene?
We can tell who opened and when.
Who opened it and when. So if I introduce two people and suggest that they meet each other or whatever, I can follow up to find out, hey, I know Max is tricky now because Max didn't subscribe to my YouTube channel, even though he did, and I had to call him out on it. He used somebody else's name or a different account. So anyway, at the end of this, we want you to subscribe, obviously, to our channel. But more importantly than that, get ready for the launch in early 2025 for what?
PitchShareConnect.
And what are they going to gain?
They're going to gain the PitchShare connection.
A better connection. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please watch the next video that's important to you. And more importantly than that, subscribe and hit that notification bell. So when we come out with the PitchShareConnect, we want to make sure you have it. Anything else?
You got it.
Thank you, guys. See you on the next show.